I'm Aubrey, or welcome back to Joy Knits. So today I have a interesting vlog type thing. So today is Flock Fiber Festival here in Seattle, and I'm going to be going to it all weekend, and I think I'm going to try and vlog as much as I can, if not just my acquisitions, but yeah, I will try. I don't know, it'll be a new experience of me vlogging because I don't normally vlog, like when I'm in public at least. So yeah, it'll be an interesting learning curve. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about what I am wanting to make, or like wanting to buy at least. So first on my list, there's two vendors that I really want to go to: Denim and Rain, and then Explore Knits and Fibers. And coincidentally, they're literally like right next to each other, basically, just like an aisle over. So Denim and Rain, I want to get one of their mugs, one of their sheet mugs. That's like literally their traditional. Here, I'm gonna knit while I talk to you guys about this. So yeah, so one of their sheet mugs, because I have a mug that I got last year. I can't remember who it's by, but it's on the bottom here, and I already have coffee in it. I'm not gonna spill it, but I freaking love it. And I do need more mugs because one of my sunflower mugs have broke a couple months ago. And there we go. Now we can see what I'm knitting. And so, yeah. So a mug from Denim and Rain and their stitch markers. I am using one of their stitch markers actually right now on my lake sweater that I'm making. This was from last year. And yeah, so I'm hopefully going to get one of those. And then from Explore Knits and Fibers, I'm going to get their yellow, really light yellow, I think it's called like butter color, and on a superwash base and DK, hopefully, because I want to make a two-toned Olga sweater out of it. And if there's a darker color that's like literally maybe a couple shades darker, then I'll also get that, because I want to make a two-toned Olga sweater, like I just said. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, so that's one of the plans. And then also at Explore Knits and Fibers, I had this really great charity project idea that is with the National Foundation for Cancer Research. And I work in healthcare, and I am in nursing school, and just healthcare research, and especially cancer research, is very close to me, very dear to me. And I want to be able to, make something, or, just be able to donate, and like part of my craft and part of my like little designer area that I'm in, like dabbling into, I would love to be able to contribute to that. So I have an idea for a beanie, and I'm gonna look for hot pink yarn, because when you think of cancer, you think of breast cancer, and that's the pink ribbon. Or I could do lavender, which is the ribbon for all cancers, like all cancer awareness. So it really just depends on what color. I'm not a pink person. I don't entirely like pink or reds all that often, just because like my face, I do have red undertones on my face, or pink undertones, and so it'll just make me look like a strawberry. Or that girl from Willy Wonka with the blueberries, where she like exploded, she just became a blueberry and her face became blue? Yeah, I look like that, but when I'm wearing red, and I just look like I'm matching whatever I'm wearing. So yeah, I don't know. And then yeah, pinks, I don't know. I'm iffy. I'm still iffy on it. I think that's gonna be when I get to the booth decision, because I want to get a merino and a Surrey for that. And then I need to get some wool wash made by Haley Bailey. Yeah, wool wash. I got the 4-ounce canister last year, and I'm almost out of it, and I really do like it. So I'm gonna get the 8-ounce one this year, just so that I do have enough. Well, maybe I might just get the 4-ounce, because I do still have a little bit left of the one I have here, and I'm also not knitting as much this upcoming year, so yeah, I'll probably get the 4-ounce. I really like her wool wash. It is beautiful. It smells delicious. I got the white currant and thyme one last year. If she has anything lavender, I will buy it immediately. I'm a sucker for lavender smells. But yeah, I really like it. It has it's like milky when you put it into the water, and I think it has a little bit of lanolin in it. That way it kind of makes your project soft or softer. Yeah, it's actually just a really nice wool wash, and it makes your garments smell amazing. Like some garments that I've used in it, it also depends on how much you put in there, of course, but they still smell like the wool wash, so it's amazing. So yes, Wool Wash by Hailey Bailey, Like Butter or Yellow from Explore Knits and Fibers, Pink Yarn from Explore Knits and Fibers, Denim and Rain booth, like just their booth in general, and then maybe some yarn for a Kitten Catch Mittens by Florence Miller, maybe a project bag. So I am thinking this bag houses all of my needles in it. Like, we can hear it. I made this bag, I sewed it, but on the end here, like the zipper, like I can't unzip it all the way, and then there are like some holes where certain needle, like double pointed needles, will just like poke through. And so I'm thinking of getting like a singular project bag for the needles, and then maybe some fiber, and that's a maybe, because, well, no, I do want to get fiber, but get more variegated fiber. That way, I don't know, I'm a sucker for colors sometimes. Like, it just depends. I'm in a colory mood, and fiber, I very much like the colors, especially the variegated ones, for when you apply it, then it's just like a beautiful rainbow of color. Don't get me wrong, I like the solid colors. I'm literally working on a like a sweater spin right now that's all in like a dark blue gray. I'm a little sick of solid color, just saying. So at least one of the fibers. And the reason why I say at least one, because I do have a good amount of fiber in my stash, and I have a good amount of stash too. That's why I'm not like, I'm gonna go to enjoy the flock experience, not like purchase, because I purchased like a shit ton last year, and I still have yarn from last year. So, and I really don't even have any more space. Like, I really shouldn't even be going to flock for my stash space. Anyways, I have enough fiber, and I don't really knit, like I don't spin fiber as often. Like, I have to get in specific moods for it, kind of how people get into like sock moods for knitting. Yeah, I need to be in a fiber spinning mood. So at least one of the fibers, project bag, like I said, for knitting needles. Notions, this might be like a Notion heavy haul. Like, I'm totally fine with that. I love Notions. Literally have these cute little Highland cows, the stitch stoppers. My mom got me on Amazon. There was like a stitch, like little bakery stitch markers, and there's this little muffin. It has a cute little face on it, but I think it's also just the blueberries. Yeah, it's just the blueberries. I love stitch markers. I do use my light bulb stitch markers a whole lot, and then I'll use like my fancy stitch markers like this to be my beginning of round one, just because, you know, I don't know, it just signifies that stuff for me, or at least like progress keepers. What else? Oh, maybe some self-striping sock yarn if it's available. I've never had self-striping sock yarn, but I wouldn't mind getting at least one skein. And then I am gonna have to limit on the amount of single skeins or just sock yarn, which I know I will most likely be buying a couple of just single skeins of sock yarn. However, the reason why I say I need to limit it is because the way I organize my stash is that I have an entire drawer for the sock yarn that I have, and it's overflowing. Like, it's literally into another drawer at this point, like 2 drawers. So yeah, I am gonna have to think about that. But, you know, there's so many like baby garments that you can make with single skeins that it'll be fine to have a single skein. And especially in superwash, because, you know, majority of hand-dyed yarn is in superwash. And so it'll be fine. I'm totally fine with getting at least a couple. But yeah, so recap, we have yellow yarn, pink yarn, denim and rain booth, wool wash, self-striping sock yarn, project bag, fiber, kitten catch mittens. That's actually not that bad, especially for flock and like hand-dyed stuff. I don't think that's that bad of a kind of like haul. But I am gonna be leaving soon. So it is August 1st, 2026. It is almost 10 a.m. The market is open at 10 a.m. in Seattle, but I kind of want to get past, like, I'll drive down there around 10ish and then park and then wait a little bit longer because I don't know, the crowds at the beginning last year was freaking packed. I think I went around like 1 on the Saturday, like even, yeah, around 1ish. And even then it was so packed. It was so hot last year as well. Today is like a kind of gloomy day. I think the high is going to be like 64. But yeah, I'm so excited.
On the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day upright. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over
Okay, hi. So I am up on the 5th floor right now of the Seattle Convention Center, and I forgot to bring my mic. So I'm in a corner and stepping into my little awkwardness and speaking to the camera. But I wanted to do a little haul of what I got. So I did bring my I Can't I'm Busy knitting bag, and that is full of some things. So So my clips of the shopping day, I wanted to be respectful of people's privacy, you know, all that stuff. So they're very short clips, which I'm sorry about, but also at the same time, like, respecting other people, because you don't want to have like a camera right in their face. I'm here to enjoy the experience and just showing snippets of it. And I wanted to show as many of the booths as I could, but also not like, it's Saturday, and I got here at 11, so, and right now it is 2:15. So I've been here for a hot minute, and it was really busy. So, first stop. Okay, this bag has actually a lot of stuff in it. So my first stop actually was Denim and Rain. I like booked it to her booth, but I'm not gonna show these in order because they're not in the bag in order. So first off, I have by Maker Wool, this really adorable self-striping fingering yarn in the color Mistletoe. So this will probably be like a Christmas sock that I have, and checks my box for my self-striping yarn. We'll put that there. At Yarn Matter, I got this little mini skein in one of a kind orange. It is again like a little sock one. My Sweet Shop blanket, I got a bunch of the minis from here last year, and I kind of realized like I really don't have any oranges. Like I really leaned towards the blues and the purples. Well, not even the purples, literally blues and greens, and then a lot of the pinks, and the only oranges I have are like super bright oranges. So I needed like this really dusty not mandarin, but just like really dusty orange. And then oh, here's my Denim and Rain stuff. So with Denim and Rain, I got these little stitch stoppers. And then also I got, I put it in the video, but I did get one of this, like, I think her like Flock exclusive stitch markers. I think they're actually absolutely gorgeous. And then I also got my sunflower bag that I just showed. I'm a sucker for sunflower bags, and I really wanted her extra large tote. So this is gigantic. And thank God I got it like first, because it is also full of stuff. They didn't have the little sheep one that I wanted to get, but that's totally fine with me. I saw the sunflowers, I was like, grabbing that, especially with it being in the extra large tote. Hell yeah. Oh, here's my little flocky thing, also with the whole map. I just used the one on my phone, and that they have like downloadable and stuff, but it is a very nice souvenir. So then I'm gonna save that one because I have a project for that. I did end up getting the color Butter Yellow, or like Butta, and from Explorer Knits and Fibers, and they're Carlsbad worsted, which is the 100% superwash yarn. It is very bright, and so I'm gonna have to like go in person to figure out what color I'm gonna be able to match with this. I will say it's like popcorn butter is how bright this is. I kind of was wanting more of like a soft butter yellow, but I'm also so okay with having this. I think it'll be nice. Yeah. And then I had to get something from Lamb and Kid. I ended up getting their Georgia base in the color Midge. It's baby 51% baby alpaca, 49% Peruvian Pima cotton. And I am planning on using this as my second sample for one of a beanie pattern that I have in mind. that I think is just going to be perfect for this, because it's my cancer awareness charity pattern that I want to write up. And purple, lavender purple, is the color, or the ribbon color, for all cancer awareness, and I love a good purple, so got that. Okay, first bag done, and we're probably going to add a couple to this bag once we are officially done, because it's hard to hold all of this. Oh perfect, it's up here. So I ended up going to Spin Cycle. I got their dyed in the wool in this really lovely purpley base, or purple color. It's in the color Kyoto. And excuse me, I also got Explore Knits and Fibers their Spindle Wind, which is a collaboration with Spin Cycle, dyed in the wool in the color Free Fall. And these are going to be my kitten catch mittens together. I think this is actually going to, and this is going to be the mitten, or the cat, and then this is going to be the main color, and I think they're just going to be absolutely beautiful together. So I really was wanting this purple anyways, and I was thinking of getting it in a sock yarn, but I was like, you know what, this is going to be perfect for mittens. Okay, that bag done. So I did end up getting the Flock tote bag. I got the one last year, and I just wanted to get another one. And I think I might put my needles in this, because we were talking about getting one. So, got that. Oh, I did get another project bag, and you'll never believe the price of it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, hell yeah, give me 20. So I got Sorella's, their 90s collection. I got one of their minis. This is the Forrest Gump one, and I will open this up at the end because it's a mystery skein, and I actually love Forrest Gump. Oh my gosh, they have a little thingy in the back. In a world ruled by dial-up internet, VHS tapes, and neon tracksuits, 4 mysterious skeins are about to step out of the shadows. This season, prepare for the ultimate blast from the past. From the creators of Sorella Yarn comes an epic yarn adventure only available at a festival near you. Yay! So when I got there, like, they only had a handful left, and I think I might have gotten there around like noon, 12:30, like 1ish. And I was really wanting the Friends one, but they only had it for display, sadly, because I was like, oh, I'm gonna take that. But I also saw Forrest Gump, and I was like, perfect. It was either this or like the Titanic one, and I would love Forrest Gump better, but we will open that in a little bit. Okay, from Little Fiber Co, I had to go there because I absolutely loved her fibers. I will say her colors were a lot more muted than they were last year, and what I would have liked to buy. Anyways, I got her Dreamland, or it's in the color Dreamland, but it is 63% merino, 25% Shetland, and 12% sari silk in this beautiful blue color, and about 4 ounces. Yeah, I wouldn't say like I went crazy on fiber. I actually did control myself, but I did get a little bit more than just one. Oh yes, so we were talking about that mug that I was drinking out of this morning, right? The same freaking people were there today. So I did get a mug. I was a little bit of a hot hands with this. I literally saw there's a lady in front of me who was carrying this mug, and I was like, oh, wait, holy shit, like that's the mug I want. There's no other mugs. So I'm like, okay, crap. And then she put it down, took a photo of it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it when she walks away. Then she comes back and grabs it. I'm like, oh, crap. So then I wait, look at the other ones, see if there's any other ones that I want, but I really wanted a mug. And so then she was like about to buy it and then put it back. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna grab this. And then immediately I bought it. And it was kind of funny because the people who were checking out, I'm like, I saw her put it back and I was eyeing it the entire time, and as soon as she put it back, I grabbed it. But it is a mug that says, crazy bitch. Oh no, crafty bitch, not crazy bitch, crafty bitch. There we go. I love it. And little blue bottom, and then it is by JMPDX. I did take a video of their booth, so that will be in there. But yeah, I thought it was hilarious that I like really wanted that one, and I was having to like hound her for it. But next, Also from Sorella, I got their classic sock. They always have, like they have like, she had her home one and then like her 90s collection that she came out with on the wall and being like the main one, but then she also has like all of her like leftover stocks, and she did do a really big like mystery skein sock leftover or skein leftover sale a couple months ago, and so there really wasn't that much, which is totally fine. I'm glad for her. But I got the classic sock You All Over Me from the Eras Club in this really dusty dove blue. If I'm gonna get one of her skeins, I want Taylor Swift, or I don't know, like the name just needs to resonate with me. And so yeah, I really wanted this blue, and I love this blue, and like look, my eyes, beautiful. So there's that. Ooh. And then, oh, here we go. Okay, it's also from Explore Knits and Fibers. For my cancer awareness pattern, I want pink, because pink is for breast cancer, so pink is kind of a bit more like knowing for cancer. So I got this Surrey base, her Surrey, which is 74% Surrey alpaca and 26% silk, in the color Red Herring. Sorry y'all, if you see me shaking, I haven't eaten anything today and I've only had coffee. So, and I've been up since 8:30 and it's already 2:30. Don't do that. But yeah, so then this, and then I went to Witchfire Fibers and I really wanted to get something from her. And she has this in the classic DK. Oh my goodness, where's the color? Iconic. Freaking gorgeous. I even asked her, I was like, do you think this will go better with this? Because I'm like, I don't really like wearing pink much, or like I need it to be muted down. But I'm making it for a hat, and told her about it. And she said that it's the mohair or the Surrey is really going to mute down this pink, and it's going to be amazing. So I think I would love to cast this on right away. And so yeah, and it's 100% superwash, which is fine. But yeah, these are gonna be my awareness set beanie hat when I make it. Freaking crashing out trying to figure out where to put the yarn. Here is the project bag that I got by Hot Tamale. Is that it? I don't know. Her thing is right here. Y'all, this bag was $25. I'm a sucker for sunflowers. You bet your ass I'm gonna buy this. And it is beautifully lined as well. You know, I'm a sucker for sunflowers, as I just said. So I went to grab it, picked it up, and then saw it, the price tag, and I was like, oh, holy shit, I'm gonna grab this. And it's just a little drawstring one. Beautiful little bag. You know, sometimes at these, I'm like, oh, you know what, with the project bags, I can just make them myself. It's fine. But this one, no. I'll make it, or I'll buy it. So yes, this is by Hot Tamale. And I think it's like a really good cotton fabric as well. But yeah, that was like a steal of the day, I believe. I did grab my wool wash from Made by Haley Bailey, and I did get a new scent. So the one that I currently use is the White Thyme, or White Currant and Thyme. And then I did get the Moonflower Vine scent. Because I was telling her, I was like, girl, I got this one last year and I was like almost about to run out, and I knew I needed to get more, but also I made myself like start to sparingly use it. So that's why. But yeah, love these. Love, love, love. Okay. So this is by Three Fates Yarn. This is some fiber. This is the organically sourced Polworth and cultivated silk blend, 80% and 20%. And does this just like not remind you of Rapunzel? Entangled? Like, come on, this is beautiful, and I actually cannot wait to spin with this. Beautiful. So there's that. And then this is probably one of the most unique fibers. Yeah, this is probably one of the most unique fibers I have ever seen. Like even in just like normal dyers. So this is by 316 Dye Studio in this beautiful mustard yellow color. Y'all want to have a guess of what this fiber is? 100% Pima cotton. Cotton, y'all, cotton. And so I was just gonna get one to, you know, try it out, maybe make a tank top like once I spin it up. But then he was like, to get like a garment, you're gonna want 2 because it's only 2 ounces. And also he was like, this is the last year we're doing this. So you're gonna want to, you know, get 2 of them. But also, so the Pima cotton, easy to spin cotton is the base. It is like this little tuft here. It is super easy to draft. And cotton is a directional fiber, and so if you're having a really hard time drafting it one way, flip the braid around and start spinning the other way because directional. So let's say, you know, I start spinning with this end or something and it's just not working. Flip it, start working with that end, and it'll be better. So I was not planning, and I'm a good yellow person. There was like a blue variegated, and you know what, I probably could have done that. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do yellow because yellow is so summery. But yeah, I think this and my sunflower bag, the tote bag, not the tote bag, the project bag, might have been my find at the like festival. But yeah. And then also, I did totally like spend my budget today. And I have the weekend pass, so I'm coming back tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm just gonna very much chill, relax, walk around. It's gonna be way more chiller. I'll get more videos. But yeah, I was like doing the math in line, and we're in line for the tote bag, and then like the merch tote bag, and then yeah, I was like, oh, what am I even trying to say? Oh yeah, I did the math and then figured out I was like literally just a smidge over budget, and I'm like, crap, it's totally fine. I'd rather get all this today and chill out tomorrow. So okay, so Forrest Gump Sorella mini sets. Oh, I'm so scared. Wait. Wait, this is so cute. Yo, that is adorable. They fit in here perfectly. Do you see that? That's adorable. Okay, so we have a butter yellow, beautiful, a brown, a green, and then this very sky blue. Oh, that is so freaking cute. Okay, yeah, I'm happy I got that. That was amazing. That was adorable. Okay, good morning everybody. So it is now flock day 2. I'm on my way. I'm at a stoplight, so it's fine. Yeah, so I'm on my way. I got some coffee. I went to bed pretty late last night, so I'm definitely needing some coffee. So I did like the majority of my buying yesterday and very much met my budget, which is fine. It's okay. But I am kind of looking today just to chill, walk around, sightsee basically the booths a bit more, maybe get a bit more footage. I know there were some booths that I didn't go to yesterday because they were literally packed, and I wasn't gonna kind of like shove myself in there. And you know, everybody, I don't think I saw a single person that didn't have at least one tote bag, or like one big ass tote bag. Or there were people like hauling, what do you call those? Not like buggies. You know when you're like in high school, your teacher would walk around with like a crate that was on like the rollers that a carry-on bag is on? That's the type of bag these people had, which, amazing. But it just means that, you know, again, extra space is being taken, which is fine. That's why I got the weekend pass, because I wanted to go again today. But yeah, we're just gonna chill and look around. The yellow that I got yesterday with the Explore Knits and Fibers yarn, I'm a bit worried it's too bright for me, or like too bright for what I want. And I'm a little scared of like, what the hell did I just buy? Like, I spent it's hand-dyed yarn and it's expensive, and I got 3 skeins of it and it's worsted yarn. So I don't know. I am thinking of buying like the second color maybe today, if I find one that will match or go well with it. That way it can be like in person, or wait until my local yarn store is open tomorrow and go find it. Or I want to get some yarn for another t-shirt. So the shirt I wore yesterday was actually like amazing. I loved it. I think Sorella has a cotton linen wool that I wouldn't mind trying out, because the yarn that I had yesterday was a cotton merino, and excuse me, and I'm hoping that like it'll kind of feel the same, or like it felt really nice. So if I get a cotton linen wool, you know, it's kind of like the cotton merino but with an extra bit of summer fibers in there. But yeah, and then I do have yarn to make like another just summer sweater already, so I don't need yarn for that, because today is definitely a summer sweater type of day here in Washington. It is 65 degrees, cloudy, and I have my Wolf Lake sweater on, so it'll be an interesting day. I don't know how many more people will be there or how hot it's gonna be. I know yesterday I got pretty hot near the end. The picture I took with Sari Nordland, I look shiny as hell and so red. And she looks amazing. So yeah, hopefully I'll be a little bit more cool today. I am also wearing my I'd Rather Be Knitting hat by Mabel and Jess. I did see them yesterday. I think I got a clip of that in there. So yeah, we will see what today brings, and I'm excited for you to come along.
designer.
Okay, so I'm home. I'm tired. And we got a haul. And Simba will probably be sniffing it, as you see here. I did okay on budget. Went a little over, but it is because I did find yarn that matches that butter yellow color. First off, I'm just gonna grab out of, oh, you smelling that, honey? I'm just gonna grab out of here. Honestly, there's no order to it, but excuse the crinkles. So I got I got two of the Witchfire Fibers, her charm fiber, and the color Peace Charm. It's in the color Peace Charm, and this is really nice lavender tweed. It is 38% merino, 25% Polworth, 36% wool tweed blend. And I'm going to apply these two together with my purple fiber that I got from Little Fiber Co. during their seasons pre-order. And I think it's actually going to look amazing because that is more of a darker purple and this is more the lavender purple plus the tweed. I think it's just going to look beautiful. So there's that. And I am just proud of myself for going out of my comfort zone with this one. Like I said yesterday, I'm not that big of a pink girl because of my red undertones, but I did up getting two of her cotton linen wool sock base. So it is fingering, and this is in the color Cosmopolitan from her 90s collection. So her cotton linen wool base is 60% superwash merino, 30% Pima cotton, and 10% linen. And I think I only got two of these, and there was a neutral that the color Townhouse, I think, in her London collection, and I was gonna get those, and I was gonna get it in a t-shirt quantity, but I saw her 90s collection. I'm like, okay, there's a green, there's a like stonewash blue, and then there's this pink. And I'm like, okay. I was leaning towards like her Meg Ryan color, which is her like black, and a really dark gray or blue, whatever. I was leaning towards those, but I was like, you know what? I want another tank top. And because today I definitely could have had a tank top and wore it with like a t-shirt. And I would like a color because I guess I should just try a color. And I went with a pink. And it is so pretty. I think it's going to be an amazing tank top. We'll figure out what I want it to be. I think I might do a lace work Starry Nordland pattern. I did listen to her talk today, actually, and on her new book, Foundations. And it was nice. I just chilled and knit on my sock, which I'll give an update on that as well. But yeah, those by Sorella. And then, sure, we'll do an update on my sock since I grabbed this. So this is my sock I'm knitting for my sister. I finished the cuff yesterday, did a shadow wrap heel, and then now I'm just working on the foot. I did somewhat mess up the cables here, but I'm gonna fix it now. And then I'm using some of my little stitch stoppers from Denim and Rain on here. They don't like just fit on the tip because they're a bit thicker, because obviously they're supposed to be for thicker needles, but they do stop the yarn just from like sliding off, obviously. So it's adorable. And I have some stitch markers. These are ones, the purple one I got last year at Flock, and then this one is just from Amazon. It's actually adorable. But yeah, that's the project I was working on while listening to talks. I also listened to the tail end of Andrea Mowry's talk, and she's cool. She's a cool girl. Sorry, Nordland is also just very wholesome. I did get some fiber. So this is from 22 Mile Studio. This is their comb top, and it is the Targhee comb top in the color Earth. And so I think I don't know what I'm gonna make with this. It's 2 ounces. And so I was thinking maybe I will use my drop spindle because I haven't spun with that since I got my e-spinner. And I wanted like a tiny little bit of fiber to play with that, and I didn't want like, you know, like a full 4-ounce braid and all that stuff. So yeah, a little 2-ounce fiber in this, and I do like the cooler colors. Oh, I literally just said that's the only fiber I got. I literally just got the Witchfire fiber ones. Here. So this is from Skagit Wool & Works. This is their Island Twist. It is 75% Romney, 25% alpaca, and the color chocolate. And it is a 3-ply DK color. I'm planning on making either mittens or a like headband out of this. And it might be like a little scratchy because it's a little scratchy on my face, or mittens might work, but I don't know. I just really like the chocolate color of this. And I knew I wanted something like from my local stuff. This is from Coven Collection, and each of her sock yarns comes with a little stitch marker. I chose the coffee one, and this is the color Loyal in her Nocturne Yak sock. 80% superwash fine merino, 10% yak, and 10% silk. It is this beautiful like sage green color, and it is kind of muted down because of the yak. The yak makes it darker, but I saw this, and I saw one of her other colorways, and they were the exact same colorways, but one was especially more dark and more soft. I look at it, I'm like, oh, wait a second. I have heard that a yak base, like if you have any type of yak in a base, it makes the color way more darker and muted. I was like, hold up, I'm gonna have to get a skein. And I was already planning on getting a skein today from them. I was looking at them yesterday, and it was kind of like, oh, you know what, like it was super crowded, like you couldn't even like chill or move or whatever. And so I was like, you know what, I definitely want to go there today and definitely want to get a skein. But thank goodness they have the yak skein, and I think this is beautiful. And then, oh, these are cute little buttons. Oh no, I don't know where I got these from. I know I have a video of them, maybe Bramble Ridge, bump something. But they're just these tiny, cute little wooden pumpkin buttons. And I was thinking of like, if I have a vest that I need like tiny little buttons for, or even like a little kid's jacket, I have tiny little buttons for now. And they're just adorable. And that was like the cheapest thing, this entire flock, just saying. Okay, so next, I did want to get a sparkly yarn because I did get one last year. Sorry, distracted from neighbors outside. And I also am like, you know what? Let me step out of my comfort zone and get something super bright. I'm actually surprised. The only neutral I have is that brown. That's the only neutral. This is from Yarnaceous Fibers. It is their Draco Fingering, which is 92% superwash, 5% Neps, and 3% Stellina. So very much a like straight up superwash yarn. And it's just, even like in the sunlight, like where is the sparkle? Oh, there you go. So you can get a little bit of it, and it's like a little bit of a tweed as well. So I think this is going to be beautiful as like, again, a sock, but also like just toe up, stockinette, whatever, or even in a cable design, maybe like a super faux cable or like super small cable design. So yeah, it was really pretty. And then, what's this? Oh, it's the pattern for the cup cozy. Okay. So I did go to Pacific Co. And I really was like, oh, you know what? I've seen them a couple of times and seen them about. Let me get a doodle deck. And so I did get the last Seattle Doodle Deck card set. And then I got a mystery cup cozy kit. So it has 2 mini skeins plus a doodle card. And then she also gave me the pattern for the cup cozy. So let's open it together. I think it's really cute to get these like mystery skeins. I never have gotten mystery skeins other than like from Sewrella. And that one I kind of like knew what I wanted, but, or like knew what it could have been. But this one is like, I have absolutely no idea. So, ready? Oh my gosh. That's perfect. I love yellow. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a... Okay, what's the doodle card? Is this a little sunflower? Portland Sun. Oh, that's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing. Aww. Okay, that's amazing. I know I said that a bunch of times, but that is amazing. Yeah, that's really nice. I don't know where to put the doodles now. Should we look at the Seattle doodle as well? And I'll probably just keep them all here or put them in a Ziploc bag. I'm not really sure. So it comes with, it says it here, 13 Seattle doodle charts. Ooh, they have it for like an infinity cowl. Okay, so we have Mount Rainier, pine trees, a forest, Bigfoot. Did I show y'all Mount Rainier? An umbrella in the rain, the mini skyline, another mini skyline with the Ferris wheel and Space Needle, monorail, the Seattle monorail, the wheel, skyline wheel, skyline Space Needle, a ferry boat, a whale tail, and ooh, a kayak in the Puget Sound. Oh, that's going to be amazing. Okay, I did want to, I'm going to add that to this. So the reason why I wanted to get a doodle set was because, or one of their like doodle cards, is because one of the girls that I, at like knit night that I sit next by sometimes, she, what is it? She made like a project bag, like with the doodle deck, like with one of their doodle decks and stuff. And I really would love to do that. And also it's going to use up a bunch of scrap yarn because I'll probably have a bunch of mini skein leftovers from my Sweet Shop blanket when I'm done with that. And I'm going to need something to do with all that. So last but not least, the yarn that I got to match this yellow from Explore Knits and Fibers. So this was literally my hunt the entire day. So I started at the back yesterday and worked my way up forward up to where like the talking show is and where La Mercerie is. And then today I went from the top to the bottom because I was like, you know what? By the time I got to the back end, I kind of was just like, okay, no, I'm just chilling, whatever. Today I was like, you know what? Yes, I'm chilling, but I'm also like more attentive. So I recommend doing it that way, or at least just like, I don't know, do it however you want. Anyways, so yep, we have our like Butter from Explore Knits and Fibers. Went through every single booth, almost every single booth that could have a yellow to match this. And most of them were too close, like too more of a light yellow. Like I almost bought a whole nother sweater quantity or like a whole nother light yellow because I was like, crap, that's the type of yellow I wanted. But it was also going to be way more expensive. And I was like, what am I going to do with 3 skeins of this hand-dyed stuff? Like I already have this. What can I match with it? And I was like, you know what? It's totally fine if I don't find anything. Again, totally fine. But also totally fine if I do, because this is such a unique color that I need something to match it perfectly. Online and in person are completely 2 different things. So I was, scoungering, matching. I had this like right up at the top of my tote bag so that way I could just like peek at it. And And then some were like way too light or way too orange leaning or way more bright than I wanted it to be. And then I got all the way to the back to where Lamb Kid is, and they had the perfect yellow. So these are going to be the two yellows together. I wanted a contrast, but also not too big of a contrast. This is their Trio DK, and the color, what the duckling. I actually didn't see the color. That was so cute. It is 70% merino, 20% cashmere, and 10% nylon. So I did get 3 of them. It did hurt the bank just a little bit. But yeah, these are going to be the colors of my Olga sweater together. And the dark color is going to be like my main color. So, because I didn't want like the light to be the main color and then it's just, you know, wash me out too much. So then that's going to be the main color. And then as I was at the Lamb Kid booth, so I am wearing my Wolf Lake sweater, as I mentioned earlier. Someone asked me, they're like, what pattern is your sweater? And her name's Liz, actually. And I was like, oh, it's my design. It's this. And I, of course, knit it myself. I designed it myself. It's in testing. I had a little, like, pinch me moment. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, somebody literally just stopped me and be like, what's your sweater? Like, what's your pattern? Because I want to knit it. And so, yeah, that was so nice. It was such a joy to meet Liz as well. Yeah, I am so excited. I am actually so happy with the yarn that I got. And I'm also so happy that I got a good color match in person. And I mean, come on, that's just going to look amazing in stripes. Yes, it might be like a bit too close in contrast, but I wasn't looking for like a stark contrast. If I wanted a stark contrast, I would have gone with a really bright yellow or more darker orange leaning yellow. And I just was not having it. And this is kind of like with that inspiration photo that I want. So, perfect. And now I have a bunch of gorgeous freaking yarn, gorgeous projects on my list that was already never ending. And yeah, that was it. Sorry again if the videos were like super short of the booths. And also today I did not take as many videos as I did the day before. Again, I was just enjoying it. I was chilling. I'm also tired. I think everybody was feeling it. Yeah, and thank you so much if you've stayed this long. Thank you so much for watching. If you were at Flock this year, I hope you had such a great time. It was such a great weekend. Yeah, it was amazing. I am definitely going to make this like a yearly thing. Of course, probably next year not going to buy as much because that's a lot and my stash is a lot. Like I probably need a whole new bin. Like need to go buy a whole new bin for this, but I think it's going to stay in a bag for a while until I can create some space. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, comment what you're knitting on or what you bought, what you wore to Flock. Yeah, I said this before, I'm proud of myself for going out of my comfort zone with how much color is in my purchases now. And I was thinking about it on the way home. Like in my everyday closet, half of it is gray, white, and black because I'm comfortable in that. But now I'm like, oh, all my knitwear, it's a lot of colors. Yay! So I'm so excited for that. Subscribe to the video, see my next content. I don't know how to end this. Y'all have a nice day. Bye.